STAAR testing gets underway today, but the statewide exam is under fire. Let's connect the dots. While complaints about standardized testing have existed since the creation of the number 2 pencil, the STAAR test took a real beating this year. It all started when Texas Monthly released a report saying the test was too hard, reporting that the reading portion was set 2 grade levels above the students it was testing. So, 3rd graders were being tested at a 5th grade level. The Texas Education Agency commissioner fought back, saying the test was accurate, but the damage was done. Lawmakers filed a barrage of bills, everything from limiting testing hours to one calling for a 2-year moratorium on the exam. But the one that has the most traction is calling for an audit to see just how accurate the test really is. So while students may feel under the gun today, the clock may be ticking for the STAAR test itself. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muddaraj for H-Town Rush.